What is going on, chat, man? We are back, and today we are reacting to how good was Michael Jordan in his best season, man. This was highly anticipated and highly recommended, man. And I'm gonna be completely honest, I have no idea what Jordan's best season is, but I have an idea what I think it is. You know what I'm saying? I think it's 1988, but I'm generally not too sure. You know what I'm saying? But chat, let's get straight into the video. And if you guys are new to my channel and you like classic / old NBA content, or if you like Michael Jordan and you want to see my journey, you guys should hit the subscribe button, man, and join the crew. But with that being said, let's get straight into the video. Yes, sir.
During his legendary 13-year career with the Bulls, Michael Jordan was a basketball god. In 1988, Jordan averaged 35 points and 3.2 steals per game, becoming the first player to win.
Bro, 35 points per game just seems insane to me, bro. Like, I don't know why people start to think like 35 points per game is just normal in my era, but in Jordan's era, he didn't shoot threes, man. He was really going crazy. It just blows my mind every time I see that, bro.
MVP and Defensive Player of the Year in the same year. In '92, he won the MVP and destroyed Clyde Drexler in the NBA Finals, averaging 35 points per game, including the infamous shrug game. In 1993, Jordan averaged 41 points in the finals against Charles Barkley.
Bro, 41! Listen, 41 points. Like, I don't understand. What year was his best if he was doing this every year?
And in 1996, MJ led the Bulls to a 72-10 record, losing just 3 playoff games on their way to another NBA title, in what many consider to be
the best team of all time.
But still, none of those years qualify as the absolute peak of Michael Jordan. MJ was at his best when he won his second MVP award, with the Bulls losing just 2 playoff games on their way to their first NBA championship.
He was his best at that time?
When his airness did one of the most famous moves of his illustrious career. It was the 90-91 season, when Jordan was in his absolute physical and mental prime. And we can confidently say that the 1991 season was MJ's best, because he said so himself.
The last time we had dinner, he was talking about my year in 1991 versus your peak year. I would have.
Why does he count 1991 as the best, though? I don't know if that's the best. I feel like 1993, 1996, 1988, like, those are the best years I think of Jordan. I don't know, chat. If you guys know, let me know down below if you guys agree or disagree.
Picture it. So I said, Mike, come on now. Let's enjoy the salad.
This is the complete recap of Michael Jordan's 91 season, arguably the greatest season in NBA history.
The Chicago Bulls pick Michael Jordan of the University of North Carolina.
In 1984, when Jordan first came to the league, he was head and shoulders above the competition in terms of athletic ability.
Jordan has come up with another skill.
With the fastest first step in the league, the ability to palm the ball with those enormous hands, and a 48-inch vertical, Michael was unstoppable when driving to the basket. But despite averaging 28 points per game as a rookie and scoring an NBA playoff record 63 points against the Celtics, which prompted Larry Bird to say he was a god disguised as Michael Jordan, MJ's game wasn't yet.
Did he say that about, I have a question, did he say that about, you know, Michael Jordan's first season or like his first couple seasons? Because listen, if he said that about Jordan and he was around his first 2 seasons and he had 63 on Larry Bird, bro, and he already said that about him, that's insane.
Complete.
Michael was the most dynamic, but he couldn't handle the rock like in college. Couldn't handle the rock. So like even at times I'll be like, we play pickup, like, oh, I got Mike, because I knew I'm get up on you, like you can't handle the rock. And
what happened?
What?
And then
he's the only guy that I know that his weaknesses that he had at the end of his career was his strengths.
However, by the end of the 80s, Jordan...
His weaknesses that he had at the end of his career, they were his strengths. Do you know how insane that is?
had fixed those flaws. His handles were crisp, his jumper was as pure as spring water, and his game was spotless. In 1987, MJ averaged 37 points per game, and in 1990, he scored a career-high 69 points against the Cavaliers. But despite winning 4 scoring titles in his first 6 seasons, leading the league in steals twice, and winning both MVP and Defensive Player of the Year in 1988, something was missing: an NBA championship.
How?
After getting his butt whooped both physically and metaphorically for 3 years in a row by the Bad Boy Pistons, Jordan realized he needed to get stronger. So during the summer of 1990, he hired the now famous Tim Grover and started lifting weights.
Wait, did he make Tim Grover famous? Because, you know, he worked out with Jordan and everything? Is that what it is?
Really lifted weights before, because I was always afraid it would mess up my shot or slow me down. Michael's weight was around 200 pounds during the 80s. But after working with Grover, he bulked up to 218 and was better than ever. MJ was now able to bully smaller guards with his size without the need to run past them all the time. He could also back down opponents in the post more easily, which made his patented turnaround jumper more effective than ever. And when he drove to the basket, it was much harder to steer him off course. The 1991 season was also the second year with Phil Jackson and Tex Winter on the Chicago bench, who implemented the famous triangle offense. Jordan's biggest weakness used to be his unwillingness to pass the ball out of double teams. But Jackson was the first coach to make Michael pass the ball and trust his teammates. And it paid off. With his newfound strength and muscle, and the system that was designed to put him in the best position to score, Jordan played the most efficient basketball of his career. Even though his scoring average dipped from...
Imagine you had a coach and he literally had to force you to pass the ball. No one ever forced him, and then his coach forced him.
33.6 points per game to 31.5, he shot a career-high 53.9% from the field, with a career low in turnovers, just 2.5 per game. Michael won another scoring title, while also averaging 6 rebounds, 5.5 assists, and 2.7 steals per game, winning his second MVP award, while being named to the All-NBA First Team and All-Defensive First Team. The Bulls finished the season with 61 wins, which led the East and was also a franchise record. Chicago had the best offense in the league and the 7th best defense, at the time the 4th best mark in NBA history. But even though his regular seasons were slightly worse than the previous years, that's because he played 37 minutes per game, a career low, and because his usage was down due to the triangle offense. But Michael played...
That's kind of crazy though, that's the only reason why his stuff went a little bit lower. A little bit. Not even that much too, chat.
The best basketball of his career in the playoffs.
The Bulls began filtering into the big barn about an hour and a half ago, saying hi to fans. They are ready to rumble. Coach Phil Jackson, along with Michael Jordan, who has a mixture of butterflies and adrenaline.
In the first round against the Knicks, Chicago absolutely crushed New York, allowing just 86 points per game while scoring 106. It was a clean sweep. Not one game was close.
Not one game was close, bro. Like, not one game. Like, not even one. Patrick Ewing. Like, I don't know too much about him. But, like, I always say this, but he's like the punching bag. You guys tell me that, you know, he was one of the fearless defenders in the 90s. That he was always not afraid to go up with anyone. But, bro, gosh, he was losing a lot.
As Jordan led all scorers with 29 points per game while shooting a lights-out 53% from the field, 50% from three, and 96% on free throws.
Wow.
In the second round, the Bulls played Charles Barkley and his Philadelphia 76ers, who proved to be a tougher opponent. The Bulls won the 2 opening games at home, but in Game 3, the Sixers countered, winning 99-97 despite a 46-point performance from Jordan. In Game 4, the Bulls led by 16 after 3 quarters and held on to the lead, which allowed Phil Jackson to rest Michael in the fourth, who still ended up with 25 points and 12 assists.
He rested him in the fourth and still had... How, though? How?
The Bulls to take a 3-1 lead.
In the fifth game, though, the Sixers pushed the Bulls to the brink, as the Bulls only led by 1 with 40 seconds remaining. But Jordan was simply too good, and he extended the lead with a successful drive to the basket.
Hard to the hoop. Bulls by 3.
And then iced the game with 2 clutch free throws, as the Bulls won 100-95. Michael finished with 38 points, 7 assists, and a career-high 19 rebounds. And for the series...
19 rebounds. Like, did I just see that right? What?
He averaged 33 points, 8 assists, and 8 rebounds, leading Chicago to the conference finals against their biggest nemesis, the Bad Boys from Detroit. But this time, Jordan and the Bulls were ready for the Pistons' aggression and cheap fouls. They were younger, hungrier, and better, sweeping Detroit in a dominant fashion, as neither game was particularly close. Before the final game was over, Isaiah Thomas and the Pistons left the bench and walked past the Bulls in silence, not shaking the winner's hands. Their walk-off was considered gangster in the state of Michigan, but was universally...
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I reacted to the Bad Boy Pistons. It kind of made me start liking them a little bit more. But still looking at this clip to this day, bro. To this day, I still don't like this, bro. And I to this day, I mean as in like, you know, the past month, you know, because I just started seeing this, but still.
Hated everywhere else, especially by Jordan, who's essentially hated Isaiah Thomas ever since.
You can walk out of the building any way you want. You know, the point is that to us, it was gratifying. We beat them so bad that they didn't want to shake our hands.
For that series, MJ averaged 30 points, 5 rebounds, 7 assists, 2.3 steals, and 1.8 blocks. Again, shooting the ball extremely efficiently, hitting 53% from the field and 60% for 3. The Bulls then advanced to the NBA Finals for the first time in franchise history, where they played a team that basically lived in the finals.
This series tends to be, at least in the public mind, Air Jordan against the Magic Man.
Advancing to the championship round for the 9th time in 11 years. And even though the Lakers didn't have Kareem, who retired in 1989, they were still extremely dangerous. Magic was still in his prime, and...
Magic, okay, listen, chat. Do you guys think that if they had Kareem on the Lakers in 1991, they would have a better chance in defeating Jordan, or Jordan was still absolutely whooped them? Let me know down below. I'm genuinely curious about that.
So was James Worthy, and together with Byron Scott, Sam Perkins, and center Vlade Divac, their starting 5 was arguably the best in the league. The Lakers lost just 3 games on their way to the finals, and Vegas bookmakers viewed them as the favorites, albeit with a small margin. When Game 1 started, Jordan dominated from the opening tip, with 15 points, 3 rebounds, and 5...
I want to also know, like, how did you guys feel when you guys watched this? If you guys did, let me know down below. Like, how did you guys feel watching this 1991, you know, finals? Was it overly hyped? Like, how was it?
Assists in the first quarter alone. However, the Lakers never wavered, being the more experienced team. And by the end of the third quarter, they had a 7-point lead, with Magic already posting a triple-double.
Magic Johnson supplying the firepower.
Jordan made a comeback in the fourth quarter with 13 points, but with 14 seconds to go, Perkins hit a 3-pointer, which put the Lakers back in the lead.
Perkins goes for 3, he's got it!
MJ had a chance to win the game, but his 17-foot jumper missed the target, and the Lakers escaped with a victory.
Oh my God! I've never seen Jordan miss a game winner. It's just crazy to me.
Despite Jordan's 36 points and 12 assists. Before Game 2, Phil Jackson made a crucial tactical adjustment by putting Scottie Pippen on Magic Johnson, while Michael Jordan guarded Vlade Divac and also switched to the point guard position for the rest of the series. But in the first half of Game 2, Michael was...
He played a point guard in the finals, bro. He's not even a point guard. That's crazy pressure, chat.
Typically passive, scoring just 2 points in the opening 20 minutes.
Michael Jordan has attempted only 2 shots, 1 for 2 from the field.
However, due to a strong performance by Horace Grant, who scored 14 points, the Bulls had a 5-point lead at the half. And then, in the second half, Jordan woke up, making 13 consecutive shots.
Why was Jordan not on during the beginning, though? Did he not really care about trying as hard? Or, like, what was it? What was going on?
Including the most famous layup of his career.
Hey!
So the greatest shot, now I've been involved in all 3 of them. First, Dr. J walked out in air, out of bounds.
Oh yeah,
reverse layup, under.
Right.
Michael Jordan in 1991 came down on us with the right hand, tongue out. He switched in midair to the left. Spun it against the glass.
Wow.
The Bulls crushed the Lakers, winning 107-86, with Jordan posting 33 points on 15 for 18 shooting, along with 13 assists, which tied his playoff career high. When the series moved to Los Angeles, it seemed like the Lakers would grab another win, as they went on an 18-2 run that put them up by 13 points midway through the third quarter.
What a pass! Magic Johnson!
Was number 12 Vlade Divac, I think that's his name? Was he really nice for the Lakers, chat? like, was he a real deal stepper? Like, he was really good. Let me know.
But the Bulls bounced back, and with 14 seconds to go, MJ hit a mid-range jumper to tie the game and force overtime.
Here's Jordan on the pull-up. Yes!
Woo!
And in the extra time, Michael outscored the Lakers by himself.
The spin by Jordan and hits on the reverse.
As the Bulls won 104-96, with Jordan posting 29 points and 9 assists.
Okay,
In Game 4,
okay.
the Bulls grabbed the lead early, leading by 16 after 3 quarters.
After 3, the Bulls by 16 over the Lakers.
To add injury to insult, the Lakers lost both James Worthy and Byron Scott, who left the game, which made the Bulls' job easier, and they won by 15.
That's insane, bro. Like, that, bro.
With Jordan once again dishing 13 assists along with 28 points. And even though the Lakers put up a great fight in Game 5, they couldn't beat the Bulls without Worthy and Scott. Chicago closed out the series with a 108-101 victory. Jordan was finally a champion, also winning the Finals MVP.
Michael Jordan is the unanimous MVP. He got all 11 votes.
Averaging
Wow.
31.2 points, 6.6
All
rebounds,
11.
11.4 assists, 2.8 steals, and 1.4 blocks. He made 56% of his shots, including 50% for 3 and 85% from the free throw line. It was the most complete series of his career. And MJ proved that he wasn't just a scorer, dominating both as a finisher and as a passer,
Yes.
while simultaneously playing world-class defense.
In this first quarter, Jordan off the steal.
For the playoffs, Michael averaged 31.1 points
Okay,
per game, becoming
okay.
just the third Finals MVP to average 30 for the entire playoff run, after George Mikan and Jerry West. And even though Jordan was even more dominant as a scorer in 92 and 93, he wasn't as efficient as he was in 91. Also, during the 91 playoff run, Michael posted 8.4 assists on just 2.5 turnovers, which is by far the best mark of his career.
Yeah.
During the second three-peat, Jordan lost a bit of his speed, which hindered his efficiency and assist numbers, despite still averaging over
He lost a little bit of his speed, bro. He just became more deadly, though. That's the crazy thing about that, chat.
30 points per game during each of those championship runs. And that's why the 1991 season was his best. Jordan was as fast as he was when he came to the league, but was
Okay.
now stronger and more willing to trust his teammates. The advanced metrics also confirm this, because in the 91 playoffs, Jordan posted career highs in player efficiency rating, win shares, box plus minus,
It's like he's a perfect all-around player, chat. It's like his play style is just way too, like, it's not like you can't watch any footage to genuinely figure out Jordan. That's what I'm trying to say.
and value over replacement player. And since the Bulls lost just 2 playoff games on their way to the championship, we can confidently say that 91 was the best year of MJ's career. Thanks for watching.
Okay, chat, we gotta talk about this one. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be completely honest. I feel like 1991 could be the best because he did win the championship. 1988, he didn't win the championship. You know, he lost in the playoffs, but he absolutely went crazy during every other awards. You know, he won everything: Defensive Player of the Year, the MVP. I don't know if he won All-Star MVP that year, but he, you know, scoring title. Like, he was going crazy, chat. But you could say 1991. There's an argument for that, or, you know, there doesn't have to be. But chat, you guys let me know down below what you guys think, and, you know, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and, you know, recommend me some more stuff to react to, because you guys been recommending me bangers on bangers, and I love these videos, and I appreciate all the support that you guys have been giving me, man. It means the most to me. But, you know, this is the end of the video, so I'll catch y'all next time. So, yes, sir.